Hurry up here before he can start the time. Appreciate Brother Bob and the elders here at this congregation and all of the members. You know, we love you dearly. I apologize that we weren't here earlier. You know, we try to make some of the lectureship every year, and we just had some of those times, some of those days you have, weeks. I came back into town and we had one thing after another. And sometimes it happens like that. And I was just so worried that I was going to be late getting here this evening. And so I thought about catching out, walk to Mike Brantley's house and catch a ride here. But my wife, she made it back in time, so we're here, and we thank God for that. So good to see. Some of the gospel preachers, Mike Demery, Brother Billy Bland, and Brother Kerry Clark, we were together down in Bryan College Station. I thought I saw Dan Baum and others. Good to see you also. Sorry I missed some of the lectureship. Hopefully I can get those tapes. You know, I have a lot of kids, and so maybe I get a gift. of some of the CDs I can listen to in my car. See, I'm playing the kid card. I'm assigned this evening the subject of the existence of God, internal evidence. The existence of God, eternal evidence. And this shouldn't even be a subject that we would have to discuss, but because of the decline, the way of our country, where it's going, and many people are moving further and further away from God and His truth. And now folk, they kind of just take it for granted. They believe it's just absolute proof that there's no God. And a lot of folk believe that there is no God. They'll say God does not exist. A lot of people kind of like this girl's dad, who was an atheist. The girl's dad was an atheist, and her mom was a Christian. And so she went to her dad and said, "Where do people come from?" And he said, "We come from monkeys." She went to her mother, Christian mother, and said, "Where do we come from?" And she said, "We come from God." So she said, "Mom, Dad said we come from monkeys. You said we come from God. Well, what's that? What's that about?" And the mom said, "Well, he told you about his side of the family, and I told you about my side of the family. And I believe I'm from her side of the family because I didn't come from a monkey. We didn't come from monkeys." Now the Bible affirms that we came from God. God made us. In Acts chapter 17 and verse number 26, that God hath with one blood made all nations of men to dwell upon the face of the earth. I believe Psalm 100 and verse number 3, that the Lord is God and He had made us and not we ourselves. God made us. But a lot of folk are kind of like that dad, that they just believe there's no God. And the Bible says something about them in Psalm 14:1 and also Psalm 53:1. That's Psalm 14:1, Psalm 53:1. The fool have said in